A federal high court in Abuja has voided the impeachment of Shuaibu as the deputy governor of Edo State. The same court in another judgment affirmed the candidature of Ighodalo as the governorship candidate of PDP for the Edo State election. Correspondent Candidature now reports.
The decisions were the outcome of the two judgments delivered on Wednesday by Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court, Abuja. In the first judgment, Justice Omotosho ordered the reinstatement of Shuaibu as the deputy governor on the ground that the Edo State House of Assembly failed to comply with the due process to impeach Shuaibu. He held that the allegation on which the House of Assembly based the impeachment proceedings were untenable in law and does not constitute a gross misconduct. The judge ordered the Inspector General of Police to provide Shuaibu with needed security to enable him resume office and perform the function of the office until the end of his tenure. He also set aside the appointment of another deputy governor in the place of Shuaibu. Shuaibu, who was in court, shed tears of joy on hearing the judge's pronouncement, while his counsel also hailed the decision of the courts.
For me, I want to thank the judiciary. I want to thank Justice Omotosho for his courage, and he has restored confidence that truly the judiciary is the last hope of the common man. And as a common person, justice has been done. And I want to thank Edo people and Nigerians. Everywhere I went throughout this process, everybody I see, they tell me, we are praying for you. I want to tell Edo people and Nigerians that have been praying for me that God has answered our prayer.
We thank God Almighty for the judgment on the ground that you cannot use brigandage or because somebody filed a suit in a court of competent jurisdiction to seek for the enforcement of his fundamental right. You rely on that as a gross misconduct to impeach an elected deputy governor of a state. That is in violation of Section 188 of the 1999 Constitution.
In another judgment, Justice Omotosho dismissed a suit by the impeached deputy governor of Edo State, Shuaibu, and others seeking to void Ighodalo's nomination as the candidate of the People Democratic Party in the forthcoming governorship election in Edo State. He held that the suit which challenged Ighodalo's nomination on the ground that he allegedly forged his voter's card was status barred. Justice Omotosho held that the suit, being a pre-election case, was filed outside the 14 days allowed under Section 285(9) of the Constitution. The judge also held that even though forgery or non-possession of voter's card was a disqualifying factor under Section 182 of the Constitution, the plaintiff failed to prove that Ighodalo forges his voter's card as alleged by the plaintiff.
The court held that action was statute barred. That means that it was filed out of time. It was not filed within the time frame as provided in the Constitution. His Lordship also went ahead to say that the first and second defendants are the first and second plaintiffs. That is Shuaibu and Adizetu Umoru had no locus because this honorable court had earlier on held that they were not aspirants in that primary, and there is no judgment contrary to that as at today. So
my reaction to the judgment is simple, that the court only did what it's supposed to do. And what is the court supposed to do? Decisions of the Supreme Court are legion, that for a person to approach the court in an election matter, he must be an aspirant who participated in the primary.
From the Federal High Court in Abuja, Kunle Ojo, Galaxy TV.